Up to this, we have talked about the epithelial tissue, which actually protects the organs, that is present on the outside of the organs. Now we are going to talk about the connective tissue. Connective tissue supports the organs and makes a connection between different organs. So let's see what is connective tissue all about. Connective tissue connects various tissues and organs, as I have said earlier, and it is of three types. Supportive connective tissue, that contains the cartilage and the bone, that makes the supportive framework of our body. The second type is the fibrous connective tissue, and it contains the areolar tissue and the adipose tissue. They are mainly composed of different types of fibers like collagen, elastin, etc. And the third type is the fluid connective tissue. Fluid connective tissue contains the blood and the lymph, that are the main fluids present in our body, and they are connecting the different organs. The first type we have is the supportive connective tissue. Supportive connective tissue contains the cartilage and the bone. Now, what is cartilage? Cartilage are the things that covers the end of the bones. Now try to move your external ear. Try to fold your external ear, or try to fold or move your nose tip. You can see that you can do either of them very easily, because they are not hard structures. They are somewhat soft structures. So these are the cartilage that are present in your body. It consists of a ground substance or a filled substance that is called the matrix. In the left hand side picture, the purple blue colored portion is called the matrix. And inside the matrix there are small pockets. Into the small pockets there are some cells. The small pockets are called the lacuna. And inside the lacuna there are small cells with a prominent nucleus that we can also see in the picture. These cells with the prominent nucleus are known as chondrocytes. Now we are coming to the most hard structure of our body that actually makes up our skeleton. That is called the bone. Bone is nothing but it is some deposition of calcium and phosphorus salts. Calcium and phosphorus salts make up the hard matrix of the bone. It is not as soft as cartilage. But the matrix of calcium and phosphorus salts are actually deposited in a certain pattern. They have a central canal, or they have a common center, which is known as the Haversian canal, as pointed in the picture. And around the Haversian canal, the matrix is deposited in concentric layers. You are actually looking at a cross section of the bone. And osteocytes, osteoblast and osteoclast are different types of bone cells that you will know about in your higher classes. So, supportive connective tissue is cartilage and bone. The second type of connective tissue that we are concerned about is the fibrous connective tissue. The first type of fibrous connective tissue is the areolar tissue. What does the areolar tissue do and where is it located? We have talked about the outer layer of skin, and that was a type of epithelial tissue. It was a protective tissue. Now, the skin remains attached with our underlying tissue of the body by areolar tissue. So see, the areolar tissue is actually making a connection of skin with the underlying tissue. So it is a connective tissue. Now what is areolar tissue made up of? Areolar tissue is made up of some fibers like collagen fibers, elastic fibers, and they also contain some cells like mast cells, white blood cells, fibroblast cells, etc. These all cells have different functions and they perform those different functions in the areolar tissue. The second type of fibrous connective tissue is called the adipose tissue. Adipose tissue are the tissues that contain or store the fat or lipid droplets in our body. In the picture, we can see that there are the central white portions, and surrounding the white portion there is a light purple colored ring structure. That ring structure is the cytoplasm, and the central white portion is the lipid or fat droplets. So these are the fibrous connective tissue, areolar tissue and adipose tissue. But we are not done with the fibrous connective tissue. There are two more types. One is called the tendon and another is called the ligament. Now where are they located? The tendons are located in between the muscle and the bones at the joints. So what does the tendon do? The tendon actually connects the muscle to bones at the joints. In the picture we can see that tendons are present. They are the white colored portion that are connecting the red colored skeletal muscle with the bone. And ligaments are nothing but they are very similar to tendons, but the only difference is that they are present in between two bones. In the picture we can see that ligaments present in the bones, in between the bones of our hand. So tendons connect muscle to bones at joints and ligaments connect bone to another bone at joints. The last of the connective tissue is fluid connective tissue. Fluid connective tissue is also of two types. One type is very known to us, that is the blood. Now what does the blood comprise of? Blood comprises of a liquid portion that consists of the 55% of blood composition, and that liquid portion is known as plasma. It has different types of cells and proteins dissolved in it, and the 45% of the blood composition accounts for different type of blood cells. We know different type of blood cells like RBC, WBC, platelets, etc. Neutrophil, eosinophil, basophil, macrophage, lymphocyte that you are seeing in the picture are actually the different types of WBCs. So the plasma and the dissolved proteins and the different types of cells or blood cells make up the first kind of fluid connective tissue, that is blood. And what does the blood do? Blood transports oxygen through hemoglobin present in the red blood cells to different parts of our body, and it also removes carbon dioxide from the tissues. Now we come to the second kind of fluid connective tissue, that is the lymph. Now what is lymph? Lymph is very similar to blood. If we subtract the different types of blood cells like platelets and RBC from blood, then we are only left with plasma and the WBC. So the plasma and the WBC minus the RBC and the platelets is known as lymph. Lymph are conducted throughout our body through lymphatic system, and there are different kinds of lymph glands that are present in our body. They are present in our neck, they are present in our underarm regions, They are present in our hamstring regions, they are present in our knee, and they are mainly concerned with protecting our body against the pathogens. Because they have WBC in it, so they are concerned with protecting the body against the pathogens. So this is all about the connective tissue.